Hello there. This is Nicole. I'm your host, and we have a few tips for you if you are staying at our dome in Perryville, Missouri. You're welcome to contact me anytime. I'm always available for all of my guests, and this is a unique situation. So, we want you to be fully aware of what you're getting into so you can be comfortable there and just absorb all of nature and the relaxation that comes with it.
We have a small Jackery by the water pump. It's a water battery generator, and that charges our water pump. And so you will have the water heater will provide you with hot water, and it's endless. To set your water heat, don't turn this dial. This is the water intake. This is the heater dial, and we usually keep it midway. So you can set it, you can dial it down if you want to, but only do it a tad bit. It changes drastically, quickly. We also have lights. This is the charging station. It stays in the bathroom area. You can carry the lights throughout the dome wherever you feel is necessary.
I told you about the small Jackery, but what I didn't tell you was that the small Jackery will remain by the water pump. It stays plugged into solar full time. Also, you will see back there are chargers for the rectangle lights that are rechargeable throughout the dome. And we can plug in, there's some strip lights back there. You can plug those in as well. There will be also an extra solar cable that will go for your larger Jackery that you will find by your nightstand. You can recharge it with solar anytime you feel the need, but it remains by the nightstand. You can plug in all your personal needs there, and it will also be the place that you plug in the stove fan as well as the interior lights for the trees. Once you plug something in, you hit an oval button right next to those ports. It will show a green light, and that means that you are now receiving energy to those ports.
We have a shower here that'll be warm water, just like anywhere else you'd stay. Turn our shower on. You can press this button right here. Push down. Something to note is our dry toilet. This is something that a few people comment on. Okay, I'm just going to show you what's inside our dry toilet. So it's a bucket with peat moss in it, and you just use an abundance of peat moss, and there's no odor. It's like magic. So if you have questions about that, look at the Humanure handbook. We provide you with extra toilet buckets and extra peat moss containers. Be sure to drop a pin before you leave. We are here. Takes me 4 days to get here. Be curious how to use my favorite burner. It has butane in it right here. And you pull this down, turn this on till it clicks. And then you can see it'll heat up my water. I love this thing. A fully stocked kitchen. You'll find pots and pans and dishes, silverware. All of your supplies to light the fire will be back here. We have lighters and fire starters.
We feature a Blackstone grill that's on the deck. You're going to turn that on high, smother it with oil, let that go for a second and get real good and hot, and then you can turn the burners down to whatever temperature you want and get started.
Grilling supplies are under the sink. You're going to find them in this tote. And if you choose to clean the grill, that would be kind to our cleaners, but you don't have to. The cleaning supplies are down here. Fire extinguisher, extra blowtorch fuel, and extra butane.
If you join us in winter, you may need to work with the water pump a little bit. We normally blow out the lines to keep from freezing, so you just want to push the water hose back down into the water tank and use it you kind of need to use a plunging motion to get the water stuffed back in there so it sucks back in. We chose to heat with a rocket heater for its uniqueness. This thing was created in Missouri in a little town called Bourbon, and it was also manufactured there. So the dome is not insulated. We wanted it to be without insulation so it could manage better in the summertime and not be humid in there. So with the rocket heater, you will be able to heat, if it's, let's say, 20 degrees outside, you'll get it up to 50 to 55 degrees inside. You will not get it up to 80 degrees in there. So don't expect that. I highly recommend, if it's wintertime, just come with a sweatshirt. And I stayed in there for a month when it was in the middle of cold December. It's comfortable to sleep in. So it's nearly perfect sleeping temperature. We hope that you feel the same, but if you could be sure and bring something like house shoes and sweatshirts and just enjoy nature. This is Glamping Friends, so hopefully you enjoy it as much as we do. It'll have birds and dogwood blossoms. Everything is beautiful out there.
The rocket stove is fueled with pellets. Your pellets are going to be under the bed, or if you just want a half bag, you can look inside our extra bucket. Fill the hopper with the pellets. You can use a scooper out of the bucket, or you can just dump one whole bag in there if it's empty. Come over here, you make sure this is open. Damper's in open position when it is in line with the pipe. Heat the back of your tank first. You're gonna heat the back of your tank for about a minute to warm it up, if you haven't been burning already. After a minute, you're gonna heat the pellets very slowly until you see a flame.
So I told you how to light the stove, but what I didn't tell you is how to light the torch. You need to turn the knob to the left, pull the trigger. That will light your torch, but then you have to hit a small knob at the top. It's silvery looking, and that will keep your torch lit.
When you get a good light, you're going to close.
This is my super alert. The tip of the torch is extremely hot, so don't put it near the canvas in case it tips over. It will burn a hole in the canvas of the dome or on the window. And if you touch the cylinder that's in the rocket stove, that thing gets up to like 700 degrees. So if you do get burned, I have lavender that's in a basket. Grab it and apply it liberally as many times as you need to while you're with us. We have a first aid kit that's under the sink, and we also have a fire extinguisher that's under the kitchen sink.
After 45 minutes, it'll reach whatever its max temperature is, depending on the outside temperature. And when it reaches its max temperature, you close this. Not all the way, or you will smoke. Give it about a 45-degree angle. This fan will run itself whenever it gets heated up. This fan you turn on a very low setting to save your wattage, and it will circulate your air to the other side of the dome. When you want to stop the burn, you push this in, and it will continue to burn. Make sure it's all the way in. It will continue to burn what's in the tube, which will be about 33 minutes. When it's time to clean the rocket stove, you take this gadget, insert all the way to the back. You don't have to push hard. You're going to clean out all of this after every bag. You don't have to clean it out until you do a full bag. Until you burn a full bag. After you have that cleaned out, you'll take your pan and you will put it into the ash bucket. It's okay if they're hot. Keep the pan in the ash bucket, put your lid back on. Part of our stove kit, we have the ashes barrel. You can put things in there that are warm after you scrape them out. We have the extras bucket. We have fire gloves. We also have, in case you get burns, lavender oil. It sounds crazy, but you put it on immediately and it helps instantly. We have a timer. You let your pellets burn for about 45 minutes before you close the damper.
A heartfelt thank you for all of you who are putting your trust in us and giving us your precious getaway time. We just appreciate you so much. We know that getaway time sometimes is hard to come by. So we hope that you feel the love that was put into this dome. All 6 of our family members raised the dome in a couple days, and we all worked on it together. After my husband and my oldest son had to go back to work, I stayed with the 3 little people and we finished the interior. It's just woven together with love, with ignorance, with excitement, with learning. We just are so happy to present it to you and to have you over and stay with us. You are welcome to contact me at any time. You are very important to us. I wanted to make sure that you knew that I'm available for you. We're not just throwing you out into the middle of the woods. We truly care about your experience, so let us know if we can help in any way.